Hello everyone! So today I am here with another update for Throwing Shade, and if you may recall, I had the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells, the Too Faced Sweet Peach, and the Dirty Dancing palette. That's what the random wheel generator shows for me last time. So let me just do a run through of how I felt about everything and then kind of what shades I used on my face today, and then I will go ahead and pick the next one, the next palette. 3 palettes, yeah. Anyway, so first was the Walking on Eggshells, and this I used when my dad and I went to Waco for a weekend, and it's gives a natural look, but it's a trio. So, but I still liked it at that point. And you might have noticed that at that point at the end of that sentence. And I'll get into why when I get into how I came up with this look. So then the next week was the Too Faced Sweet Peach, and I love this palette. I feel like has a very nice range of shades, at least for my skin tone, so yes, love it. And then the surprise for me was actually the Dirty Dancing palette, and I had never really played around with these two shades here. I mainly focused on this one, which I think is marketed as a highlighter, and then these two. And I would pull in other palettes. So I did a look where it went from like a dark purple, because I used the black, a dark purple to like a red to a peach, and I really like how it turned out, and I liked it so much that I kind of pulled inspiration from that look for today's. So yeah, this has been a pleasant surprise. So then for today's look, let me zoom you in real fast. Okay, so this is a little weird because in order to not get shadows on my face, I have to I have kind of hooded-ish eyes, so I'll just do this and talk randomly like that. In my crease, I have Delectable. Do it this way. Delectable. I used the Back to the Playpen from the Dirty Dancing palette, kind of like as a transition-y color, and I also used Cha Cha in the crease. So Delectable from the Sweet Peach was more of a deepening up the crease kind of color. And then on the outer portion of my lid, I have Candied Peach from the Sweet Peach palette. And then on the inner corner, or inner portion, I have the eyelid shade from the Walking on Eggshells trio, and then I put brow bone shade in my inner corner and on my brow bone. But then I felt like the eyelid shade wasn't holding up to the other colors that were going on, so I threw some of Luscious from the Sweet Peach palette on top, and I feel like that really pulled it all together. And that's it. Pretty simple and sweet. Sweet and simple.
I feel like there's a saying that it's something about simple and sweet, or sweet's in there. And I don't know, but I can't remember if I'm making that up in my head or if it's an actual saying. Ah!
Anyway, so the reason why I realized I don't like this. For one thing, these colors aren't super pigmented, at least for me. And I know this is their older formula, so that might have something to do with it. But at the same time, I can get pretty much the same look from this from the Sweet Peach palette, because the brow bone shade is super similar to White Peach. The crease shade is similar to Caramelized. Caramelized is a little darker, but if I use a light hand, I can get the exact same tone. And then the eyelid shade is like Georgia, but with shimmer, so I could always put like Luscious or something else on top of it to give it that shift, or that little shimmer. So yeah, I realized that I don't need this, so I'm going to put this in my little box that I have of makeup that I see if my friends want. And if they don't want it, I will either donate it sometime later this year, maybe beginning of next, like when it's cooler, just because I don't want things to melt when I send them, because the local shelters near me don't accept used makeup, so I'll send it off to Project Beauty Share, and I think that's in Washington, but I know they accept gently used makeup. Yeah, this is a no-go for me. The other two, yes, love them. Now for the whale. I accidentally hit it. Okay, it's not focusing. Let me see. Bonbons, the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. And then next we have the Kat Von D Monarch palette, which is a palette that I've kind of been working on using this year in particular. So there's two, and then finally I will be using my Z palette of shimmer shades. I separated them by shimmer and matte because some of my shimmers kind of exploded one time because I dropped it. And I had only one at the time, only one Z palette. And it's not even a Z palette, neither of them are. They're just magnetic palettes. But anyway, ever since then, I got a second one because I didn't want to deal with dusting shimmers off my mattes all the time. So, let me grab those real fast and then I will show you what they look like. So for the first week, I will be using the Chocolate Bonbons palette. Try not to blind you. I haven't played around with this one too much, so I'm excited to kind of experiment a little bit more. And then the second week, I have the Monarch palette from Kat Von D, which she discontinued, which I think is a shame. Anyway, I have shadows that I'm working on panning over here, mainly. There's the shade that fell out and caused a slight catastrophe, which, if you're in the Fantastic ladies, you might have seen that. Yeah. Anyway, so this will be what I'm using that week. Sorry, I got like super distracted thinking about what happened with that brown shade. If you guys want me to explain, I'll probably do that in like some kind of story time-ish video where it'll really just be me doing my makeup, but I'll call it a story time. And then finally, my Z palette with shimmer shades has Jessica Rabbit in it. It's sparkly, so I thought that was fitting. And these are the shades. It's a MAC... I can't words today! Amanda, you're infecting me. This is a shade from a Too Faced palette, and I depotted it and I got rid of the other shades a while back. These two up here are both Saucebox. They're from the some collaboration they had a while back. The purple is Nova and the orange is Enigma. These two are both from Love Luxe Beauty. This is Immortality. It's a really pretty color. And this is Next Level. This one is a NYX Prismatic Shadow in Mermaid. And then I have two Makeup Geek shades. I think this is, yes, Prom Night and Shimma Shimma. And then this one is a Anastasia Beverly Hills single in China Rose. So, I will probably grab one of my other palettes, it'll probably be either my Matte Z palette, because it has a few shades that I'm working on panning, or it'll be the Tartelette in Bloom, and I'll use that to accompany this, just because I know you can do an all shimmer look, but I feel like when I do all shimmer looks, my crease just ends up like sucking up a bunch of the shimmer, and then it's like shimmery crease, and it's weird. It's not a good look. But anyway, that's the update. If I remember, I will pull photos from the looks I did with this past month's palettes. I don't know if I took a picture with the Sweet Peach palette, so I might end up just grabbing an older photo from my Instagram, because I know I've posted photos of me using the Sweet Peach palette. It just might not be a recent one. And as always, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave me a comment or hit that like button, or both. Both is good. If you want to see more of my face, you can either check out my channel for more videos or hit the subscribe button. And yeah, as always, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Why is this a thing? I feel like I'm a weird, like, I don't know. I'm gonna like elbow someone's eye out. Anyway. Can you tell I haven't had much coffee today? My coffee makes me normal. As always, I hope you guys are having a wonderful whatever time of the day it is wherever you are. And I will see you in my next video. I love you guys.